In a world that celebrates the hustle, where busyness has become a badge of honor, something strange is happening. Millions of people are waking up exhausted, scrolling through their phones at midnight, and wondering why they feel so empty despite having everything society promised would make them happy. I want to share something that changed everything for me. And by the end of our conversation, you might just see your own life with completely different eyes. Here's a question worth sitting with. When was the last time you did absolutely nothing and felt completely at peace with it? If you're struggling to remember, you're not alone. We've been conditioned to believe that slowing down means falling behind. But what if that belief is actually making us sick? The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services has connected chronic stress to heart disease, obesity, high blood pressure, and depression. Think about that for a moment. The very pace we maintain to build a good life might be destroying our ability to enjoy it. This isn't wishful thinking. This is your body finally getting what it desperately needs: permission to rest. Have you noticed how your best ideas never come when you're frantically rushing between meetings? There's a reason for that. Picture this scenario. Your neighbor pulls into their driveway with a brand new car. Suddenly, your perfectly functional vehicle feels inadequate. Your colleague mentions their kitchen renovation, and now your own kitchen looks dated. Your friend posts vacation photos from Bali, and your staycation plans feel embarrassing. This exhausting cycle has a name: keeping up with the Joneses. And it's stealing something precious from you. When you embrace a slower, simpler life, you step off this treadmill entirely. The latest gadget becomes irrelevant. The biggest house on the block loses its appeal. You stop measuring your worth against someone else's highlight reel. Joshua Becker, author of The More of Less, discovered something counterintuitive. Owning less actually creates more time. Not just a little more, but a profound abundance of it. Time for spontaneous adventures with your kids. Time for conversations that go beyond surface-level small talk. Time to simply exist without an agenda. What would you do with an extra hour every day? Not an hour you've squeezed from somewhere else, but an hour that appears naturally because you've stopped chasing things that never mattered in the first place. Here's something that might surprise you. The people who report the deepest, most satisfying relationships aren't the ones with the most friends or the busiest social calendars. They're the ones who show up fully when they're with someone. Slow living isn't about becoming a hermit or abandoning your responsibilities. It's about being intentional with your attention. When you're with your partner, you're actually with them, not mentally composing emails or planning tomorrow's meetings. When your child tells you about their day, you listen with your whole being, not while scrolling through notifications. Jon Kabat-Zinn's research on mindfulness confirms what many cultures have known for centuries. Presence transforms the quality of every interaction. It's the difference between existing alongside someone and truly connecting with them. Can you remember a conversation from last week where you were completely present, not checking your phone, not waiting for your turn to speak, but genuinely absorbed in another person's world? Something magical happens when you slow down enough to notice your surroundings. The morning light hitting your coffee cup becomes beautiful. The texture of rain on your window becomes fascinating. The sound of birds you've walked past for years becomes a symphony you're hearing for the first time. These aren't trivial observations. Psychologists call them daily delights, and they're the building blocks of genuine happiness. When you're rushing through life, you miss thousands of these moments every single day. Try this tomorrow morning. Before you reach for your phone, take 3 slow breaths. Notice how the air feels entering your lungs. Feel the weight of your body on the mattress. Listen to whatever sounds surround you. This tiny practice costs nothing and takes seconds, but it rewires your brain to seek beauty rather than productivity. Over time, gratitude stops being something you force and becomes your natural state. Now here's the counterintuitive truth that might change how you approach your work. Doing less often leads to accomplishing more. Cal Newport's research on deep work reveals that our obsession with constant busyness actually destroys our ability to produce meaningful results. When you're juggling 15 tasks, you're doing none of them well. Your brain burns energy constantly switching contexts, leaving you exhausted with little to show for it. Slow living means choosing fewer priorities and giving them your complete attention. The report that would have taken you 3 scattered hours gets finished in 90 focused minutes. The creative project you've been putting off for months finally gets the mental space it needs to flourish. What if your overwhelm isn't a sign that you need to work harder, but a signal that you're working on too many things? Surveys from 2023 show that people who adopt slow living principles report 20 to 30% higher life satisfaction. That's not a marginal improvement, it's a transformation. But there's another benefit that extends beyond personal happiness. When you consume less, buy less, and waste less, your environmental footprint shrinks dramatically. Your wallet breathes easier, your home stays cleaner, your mind feels less cluttered. This isn't about deprivation, it's about discovering that you already have enough. More than enough, actually. The lightness that comes from this realization is difficult to describe until you experience it yourself. So where do you begin? Not with a complete life overhaul, not with selling everything you own or quitting your job. Spend 15 minutes removing what no longer serves you. Notice how you feel afterward. The slow and simple life isn't about doing less for its own sake. It's about making room for what truly matters. And that journey begins with a single intentional choice.